From geography to history, plants and animals, science, and so much more. This is Mike Butler, and welcome to This Day's Trivia from Bison Podcasts. Each episode, we dive into 5 unique trivia topics, all tied to today's date. And our trusty randomizer wheel will pick one of those topics for the episode. Get ready for 16 fast-paced trivia questions with just 5 seconds between each question. Perfect for testing your knowledge solo or with friends and family, at home or on your next road trip. So buckle up. It's time for this day's trivia. Today is December 11th. Get out your pen and paper to tally up your score. It's time for this day's trivia. Here we go. Topic number 1, Magnum P.I. first appeared on TV this day, December 11th, in the year 1980. Starring Tom Selleck, this iconic series centered around Selleck as private investigator Thomas Magnum, who lived in Oahu, Hawaii. Magnum P.I. ranked in the top 20 U.S. TV programs in the Nielsen ratings for the first 5 years of its original run. Topic 2, the United Nations today reminds us to respect our beautiful mountains. That's right, it's International Mountain Day. This year's theme for International Mountain Day is Mountain Solutions for a Sustainable Future, Innovation, Adaptation, and Youth. We need innovation going forward to protect our mountains while still reaching the needs of society. We need to also adapt as we deal with climate change's pressures on mountains, and we also need to have the active participation of youth for long-term sustainability. Topic 3, December 11th marks the anniversary of the establishment of the Kurdish Women Union, formed by a group of Kurdish women in Sulaimani, Iraq, in 1952. The organization played an important role in the Kurdish Revolution in years that followed. Topic number 4, today is International Tango Day, in honor of the French-Argentinian singer and actor Carlos Gardel, who became famous in the early part of the 20th century as a singer of tango songs, who also composed several of his own. He was born on this day in 1890. It's very fitting that today be the world's day to celebrate the tango, as it is also the birthday of Argentine composer Julio de Caro, who was prominent in the genre of tango. Today honors both legends. Topic 5, on December 11th, 1967, the groundbreaking film Guess Who's Coming to Dinner premiered in New York City. Directed by Stanley Kramer, this film was notable for its progressive portrayal of an interracial marriage during a time when such unions were still illegal in 17 U.S. states, as they point out in the film. The film featured a stellar cast, including Spencer Tracy in his final role, Katharine Hepburn, and Sidney Poitier. Hepburn's performance earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress in 1968. This film holds a special place in cinematic history for its commentary on race relations and its assembly of legendary actors, making it a significant cultural touchstone from the 1960s. Spencer Tracy died 17 days after filming was complete. Today's topic will be Kurdish Women Union will broaden out to moments in history of women banding together for, well, basic human rights. Question 1. Emmeline Pankhurst founded the Women's Social and Political Union and helped pass women's suffrage on this European island nation. Answer: the United Kingdom. She was connected with John Stuart Mill, an ethical theorist who influenced me quite a bit while I was at university studying feminist theory. Look both of them up, please. Question number 2. The Seneca Falls Convention, considered the first sizable women's rights convention, was held in which century? Answer: the 19th century, 1848, in my home state of New York. Question number 3. The hashtag #MeToo movement, highlighting sexual harassment and assault, gained global prominence in which year? Answer: 2017. Here's some interesting data I found while confirming this information using Google Trends. Ranking each U.S. state by interest in the topic, Vermont topped the list at number 1, followed, interestingly enough, by Wyoming at number 2, which was the first state in the Union to give women the right to vote, decades before the 19th Amendment. If we pull back and look at interest by region using Google Trends data, Nepal wins by a landslide. Anyone who is a whiz at analyzing Google Trends data, please reach out to the podcast, thisdaystrivia@gmail.com, to confirm this. I'm sure we could have a pretty interesting discussion around it. Question 4. In 2012, Malala Yousafzai was attacked by the Taliban for advocating for girls' education in which country? Answer: Pakistan. She survived and has since become a global advocate for women's rights. She is the youngest Nobel Prize laureate in history. You can still donate to her cause of girls' education by going to malala.org. Question 5. The Women's March on Washington, advocating for women's rights and other issues, took place in which year? Answer: 2017, January 21st, the day after the inauguration of Donald Trump as the 45th President of the United States. Question 6. Which movement initiated in Argentina in 2015 campaigns against gender-based violence and has spread across Latin America? Answer: Ni una menos, which translates to not one woman less, taken from a quote by Mexican poet and activist Susana Chavez Castillo. Quote, "Ni una mejor menos, ni una muerte más." Or in English, not one woman less, not one more death. A movement started in direct response to the murder of a 14-year-old girl in Argentina at the hands of her boyfriend over what to do about a pregnancy. Question 7. In 1851, this formerly enslaved woman delivered her famous "Ain't I a Woman" speech at a women's rights convention in Akron, Ohio, USA. Answer: Sojourner Truth. Question 8. In 1913, suffragists organized the Women's Suffrage Parade on the eve of which U.S. president's inauguration? Answer: Woodrow Wilson. Wilson would be the president to take the country through World War I and played a role in the formation of the League of Nations. Question 9. Which movement, founded in 2014 by the United Nations, unites women globally to advocate for economic empowerment and an end to violence against women? A global effort to involve men and boys in achieving equality of the sexes. Answer: He for She. Question 10. The aforementioned He for She solidarity movement initiated by the United Nations was launched in 2014 by UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, as well as what famous actor acting as UN Women Global Goodwill Ambassador? Here's a big hint. She played Hermione in the Harry Potter movies. Answer: Emma Watson. She was only 24 at the time. Remarkable. Question 11. In 1975, women in this North Atlantic island country, just south of the Arctic Circle, went on a nationwide strike to protest gender inequality, with an estimated 90% of the women of that country participating. Answer: Iceland. Vigdis Finnbogadóttir, president of Iceland from 1980 to 1996, once said she would never have been president had it not been for this enormous protest in 1975. She was the first woman in the world to be elected head of state in a national election. Question 12. The Night Witches were an all-female regiment of pilots from which country during World War II who bombed Nazis by the cover of darkness? Answer: the Soviet Union. They became so notorious and feared by the Nazis that any German airman who downed a night witch was automatically awarded the Iron Cross Medal. Question 13. In 2016, women in which Central European country organized the Black Protest to oppose a proposed total ban on abortion? Answer: Poland. Question 14. On New Year's Day in 2019, women in this country formed a 620-kilometer or 385-mile human chain demanding gender equality, sparked by a fight over access to a prominent Hindu temple. Answer: India. At the time, it was reported as the largest public gathering of women for the cause of gender equality in India. Question 15. Which group of women broke barriers in aviation during World War II, serving as pilots in the U.S. Armed Forces? Here's a hint. The acronym spells out the name of a winged insect. Answer: They were the WASPs, or Women Air Service Pilots. Question 16. The tie-in round. Tying in today's episode with last episode's theme of corruption. In 1911, a fire at which factory in New York City exposed corruption in labor practices and dangerous working conditions faced by women, acting as a catalyst for major worker safety reforms? Answer: The Triangle Shirtwaist Company factory. It took the lives of 146 workers, primarily women. This research put Iceland's first female leader into my consciousness, and for that I'm very grateful. I'm making it a personal goal to memorize her name, Vigdis Finnbogadóttir. Check back in with me in a couple years. How'd you do? Write into the podcast to tell us your score, or if you have any suggestions, thisdaystrivia@gmail.com. Looking to add a touch of handmade charm to your life? Colorful Mind Crochet on Etsy is your go-to shop for unique handcrafted crochet items that bring warmth and personality to any space. Whether you're looking for stylish home decor, practical and cozy kitchen accessories, or beautiful wearable pieces, Amanda's creations are made with love, care, and attention to detail. Imagine sprucing up your kitchen with vibrant handmade pot holders, decorating your living space with colorful, one-of-a-kind accents, or accessorizing your wardrobe with soft, cozy scarves and hats. Every item is thoughtfully designed to brighten your day and make everyday moments special. Ready to add some handmade charm to your life? Visit Colorful Mind Crochet on Etsy today. That's Colorful Mind Crochet, where creativity meets craftsmanship. That's all we have for today, but make sure to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for new episodes and new topics. Interested in ad-free episodes, bonus content, transcripts, and my sources for deeper dives into the topics? Looking for archived material from my previous podcasts, Get the Word, and the English sessions? Go over to patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios and give us just $1 single for all of it. Patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios. That's patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios. Follow us on Instagram. Just search This Day's Trivia or Instagram.com/This Day's Trivia. Until next time, this is Mike signing off.